Welcome back to Nurse Notes with Ken's Wheels. It's been a while and I'm so happy and so pleased to be on your screen once again. So in this video of today, I'm going to be talking about the various ways in which you can travel to Germany with recent updates and those still to come up. Among the various ways I'm going to share with you, I'm going to pick one of it and we are going to treat it in detail. I'm going to tell you how possible it is, who is eligible, how to go about it, the visa requirements, when to apply, how to apply, as I said, the benefits of this program, and of course, the challenges and how to overcome it. And as I always say, we leave the best for the last part. So there is an update coming up on the 1st of July 2025 concerning the German embassy. So I'm going to share with you what's coming up new and how you can act fast to benefit from this, or how you can act fast to avoid this. Are you now curious? Stay to the end of this video so as not to miss the updates I have for you. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. So what are the various ways in which you can migrate to Germany? The first is what we call au pair. So au pair is the first way traveling to Germany. It entails you getting a family here in Germany, get a contract so as to help you come to Germany and take care of their kids. Now, the second way in which you can travel to Germany is through family reunion. Do you have a family here in Germany, be it your father, your mom? Good. So this is a visa that will permit you to travel and relocate with your family, hence family reunion visa. Next would be the touristic visa. This is a visa that you get to visit Germany. There are many reasons why you might want to visit the country. You might be visiting the country maybe because you want to undergo a course. You might visit the country maybe because you want to visit, you just want to visit a family member, like in case of mothers visiting when their daughters or their son has given birth to a child and they are visiting to help with moral and emotional support. Another ways in which you can travel to Germany, so to say migrate to Germany, in this case would be a voluntary service. I already uploaded a video on this channel talking on how you can apply for a voluntary service, websites included. If you still haven't watched this video, make sure you watch the video and I hope it's going to help you. Now, moving on. Another way you can apply for a visa to travel to Germany is when you wish to further your studies in a university. It could be to further studies in the IT domain, maybe to be an engineer, or let's say accounting in different domains, medicine, it all depends. So now you can apply for a visa. But of course, you need to get a contract from the university of choice here in Germany to be able to apply for the visa. Of recent, there has been another way in which people could migrate to Germany through the so-called Germany Opportunity Card. Lots of people has already come to Germany through this route because it seems to be easy. I don't know, but yeah, based on from the messages and the videos I have watched so far, it's good because it's all about a point system. You need to have a minimum of 6 to meet all the criteria to be able to migrate with this opportunity card visa. So it's like when you come to Germany, you're expected, they might give you a visa for let's say 6 months or 1 year, and within this time frame, you are expected to get a job. And once you fail to get this job, you will be sent back to your country of origin. So if you want to know more about this, let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to go into details concerning all the other various ways in which you want to travel to Germany. If you are interested, make sure you comment it down below so I can do my research and bring you the necessary, correct information that will guide you along your pathway. Let's talk about another way, which is the vocational training. Did you know you could travel and study in Germany for free? That's not all. And then getting paid for it? That's exactly what I'm about to explain to you. The vocational training, also known as the Ausbildung program here in Germany, is a pathway of study which enables you to go to school at the same time, gathering work experience, and of course, being paid for it. It normally entails you going to school or doing this program for, let's say, 1 to 3 years, depending on the Ausbildung you choose. For example, during an Ausbildung, so to say, vocational training to be a nursing assistant requires you a year of study and practical experience. If you want to do an Ausbildung to become a nurse, you need 3 years experience. If you want to do an Ausbildung to become what they call a medical practitioner, you need about 3 years. If you want to do an Ausbildung to do a lab technician, maybe to be an accountant, to be a sales personnel, as I earlier said, it must not be in the medical field. Ausbildung means vocational training, and you can do this in any domain of choice. Now, with Germany's Ausbildung program, you can receive vocational training, gain work experience, and even get paid without tuition fees. In this video, I would love to break it down to you the eligibility to apply for this vocational training. That is, who can apply for this, how you can apply for it, with websites included, the visa requirements for this, the benefits of this program, the challenges, and of course, how you can overcome the challenges. I've already explained what Ausbildung is all about. A dual study, practical experience, and theory experience, which takes about 1 to 3 years to complete with no tuition fees. And of course, when you're done, you get a job. Who can apply for this vocational training? If you are 60 years and above, you can apply for this training. If you know you can study, you are alert, of course you can. Like in my time where I had students in class where, let's say, I had the oldest in our class was, I think, 49, almost 53. Yeah. So once you are in 60 years and above and you still have the ability to study and further your studies or to live your dream, of course you can apply for this. We need a higher level of education to be able to apply for this, and we need the basic German language. Depending on the kind of vocational training, we need, let's say it varies, let's say from A2 to B2. A2, it can go for, let's say, to do for Altenpflegehelferin, that's like a geriatric assistant nurse. You can use A2 to apply for this vocational training. But if you want to do nursing, B2 is required. For the other domains, just visit the website and search to know the language certificate or the language level that is required for you, so as to know when to start and what to achieve. This program is not just open to EU citizens, but for non-EU citizens, that is, African countries, Asian countries, they are eligible to apply for this program in Germany. Before, it used to be that you look for another means to come to Germany, and once you're already in Germany, you now apply for this program. But now, it is possible, according to the new German laws, it is possible for you to apply for this program from your home country. All you need to do is visit the website, which I'm going to share as a video unfolds, locate the Ausbildung program institutions, or get someone to do it for you, and you send in your applications. How to apply? You need to find the Ausbildung program, as I said, on websites. An example from website you can visit is ausbildung.de. I'm going to leave it on the screen for you to read, or if you want to screenshot, go ahead and make it in Germany.com. I will definitely share some other links at the end of this video in the description bio, and so I will share more information for you so you can take time, visit these websites, get information you need, and do the needful. Once you have, this is if you are back home, but if you're already in Germany, you can see some institutions or maybe hospitals or companies that you admire and you would love to do a vocational training. Go there personally, present yourself, tell them what you would like to do, and submit your application. That's if you are already in Germany. But if you are out of Germany, you can submit your applications online via your websites or their emails. Now, riding on. Once you have located the institution for the Ausbildung program, you now prepare your applications. This is very vital. Preparing your applications includes you preparing the documentation. That's for one, the CV, which has to be in a tabulated manner as expected by the German standards. Preparing your motivation letter, preferably in the German language. That is why learning the German language, at least knowing the basics, is very important. You might reach out for help if you need help for a motivational letter. There are people that would help you with the motivational letter if you want it to be the German language and you know you are not fluent in the German language. Reach out. There are people rendering these services, but of course, it is monetized. If you get what I mean. Now, preparing your applications involves your CV, your motivation letter, and your educational certificates. All the certificates you have, experience, internships, diplomas, high school leaving certificates, BPC, whatever you have, include into it. If you are in Germany, make sure you translate these documents into the German language. If you're out of Germany and you have the possibility of translating the documents, that is good. But if you do not have the means of translating these documents, it's still fine. They can still be used in your national language based on your country. If it's French or if it's English, it is still fine. Once your documentation, once you have prepared your application, the next step is to apply online. Submit your application online on your website using their email address. If you are out of country, or if you are still in country, you can prefer to submit online or personally by going there and dropping your application maybe on their front desk in the companies. Hope that makes sense. That is how you can apply. Now, I do not. Let's talk about the visa process for non-EU applicants. To be able to apply for this vocational training visa, you need a vocational training contract. That's normal. Just like any other contract, to be able to apply for a visa, you need the contract showing or proving that yes, you need a visa because you have a contract to go practice this out of the country. So for the visa process, you need a contract. And the visa requirements, we need the proof of funds. You need to be able to tell or to convince the German embassy that you are capable of living comfortably in Germany. You need insurance. Living in Germany, you need health insurance. That's something you cannot escape from. So if you're already in Germany, your health insurance, of course, you need it. But now we are talking about visa requirements, which means it is only for those who are out of Germany. So you need proof of funds, you need insurance. If you have somebody already in Germany, you can reach out that person to help you with the insurance. And as a third, of course, the basic German skills. This is why I would always say start learning the German language. Please, I cannot emphasize this enough. Learn the German language. You do not need to be so fluent, but the basics are very important if you wish to relocate to Germany or if you wish to visit Germany. Visit their apps. You can learn online. There are schools, there are linguistic centers around your neighborhood rendering these services which will help you learn the German language, take the German certificates exams, get your certificates, and with the certificates, you can now apply for your visa, increasing your chance of getting the visa. Do not take this lightly. I get a lot of people, like personally, people back home or people that will be like, hey, Ken's Wheels, you have a lot of information about how you can help people come to Germany, but you are not helping, you are not doing this. Once I tell you to learn the German language and you are reluctant about it, it means you're not ready to put in the work. If you are reluctant about learning the German language, I cannot work hard for you. You need to work hard for yourself. And maybe along the way, you need support. We can support you. But we cannot emphasize you learn the language, but you are reluctant about learning the language. If you want to come to Germany, you need to know the German language. Not just to meet the requirements, but for your easy integration into the German community, cultures, and everything. I think I've said enough concerning the German language. Contracts has already been mentioned. So the four main things. There are other visa requirements, but based on the websites that you want to apply for the visa, you have to read, and any additional documentation, make sure you provide. Riding on. Why should you go through the stress of applying for a vocational training in Germany? Why wouldn't you? You don't have to pay a tuition fee. You go to school for free. The first advantage or benefits of vocational training is there are no tuition fees. You do not have to pay a dime. You get paid for studying. What else do you want? You get paid for studying and you get your direct employment after your studies. And of course, the best route to permanent residency in Germany. Okay, let's say it this way. You apply for a vocational training. Let's say in an institution that, let's say in an hospital institution, you apply for a vocational training in this institution, you go to school in this institution, you gather your practical experience in the institution. Once you're done, you gain direct employment. Direct employment means you're getting unlimited contracts. With your unlimited contract, you apply for unlimited stay. With the unlimited stay, you can either choose to apply for the German passport or you stay with your permanent residency. So there is no reason why you wouldn't work hard if you want to make it, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to relocate to your dream country. Good. Now, it can never be all rosy. It can never be sweet. It is not an easy journey. That's not what I'm trying to paint here. It is not easy. It's very difficult. Not to talk of the German language. I might try to understand why some people are reluctant because, come on, der, die, der, das. Der, die, das. It's so confusing just to think that just the word there has different, it is broken in different parts. Der, die, das. Just saying it out is, I know it's confusing to some people. So that's one of the challenge you need to overcome. The German language. Be consistent in learning the language. Do not be scared of making errors. Speak, practice, visit local schools, visit linguistic centers, communicate with your friends, watch German series, watch German shows, YouTube. There is everything. The world is now different. There is everything online. Learning language has now become easy. So make good use of it. Another challenge would be the competition for sports. This is why you need to start early. Please prepare your documentations early. Send out your applications early. Apply for the visa early. The earlier, the better. The rush, you get what I mean. So first come, first served. Be the first and not the last. The third challenge will be the visa processing times. It takes a long time to process the visas. You have to wait. You will have to wait, provide documents, and wait. At times, you might feel like giving up. So start early. So, all the time, at times you will wait till your contracts even expire. That is why you should apply early. Apply early. While waiting for the contract to be given to you, make sure you have all other documentations ready. Start learning the German language early. Please, start learning the German language early. Good. And now, let's talk about the updates. German's law will change as of the 1st of July 2025, considering appeal. Before, when you applied for, or let's say as of now, when you apply for a visa and your application is being rejected, you have the possibility to appeal. This means they have to review your documents. They have to ask for some documents that were lacking. You have time to make things right. And after a wait of, let's say, 3 months, or at times at most 4 to 6 months, you can get a visa. But it would no longer be the same as of the 1st of July. Before, you had nothing to pay. You were not supposed to pay for the appeal. But as of the 1st of July, you have to start dealing with courts. You need a lawyer and you start paying court fees just to appeal the decision of the German embassy. So please, before you apply for your visa, make sure you review your documents, visit their websites, make sure you meet up with expectations. Make sure you have all the risks so as not to go through the stress of appealing their decision. Or if you're still to apply now, make sure you do it fast before the 1st of July. Because once it's the 1st of July and you apply and your application is being rejected, you have to go through the court to get that decision changed. And that will take time. It's going to be longer than your previous ways of waiting for appeal answers. It's going to be longer that you might even give up. So before you apply, be careful, review, and review, and review. Good. That being said, I've come to the end of today's presentation. I hope you stayed to the end of the video, and I hope this video is going to help you, and I hope you liked and you are going to share and you have already subscribed to this channel. Please, if this information is of no value to you, make sure you share with those that will find it valuable. Help a sister, help your niece, help a cousin, help a family member, help a friend and a friend who has a friend who needs that help. Please share the video, like, and subscribe. And to my humble subscribers, thank you so much for not giving up on your girl. It was a long break, but now I am back, and we are going to keep this channel busy. That being said, I love you all. Have a blessed day.